Tony, we got a chance to hear from the new GM today, Sean Marks. When you heard he was hired and any interactions you've had with him, what are your early impressions?
Haven't really had a chance to talk to him yet. Met him briefly, but arguably he's coming from one of the best organizations in our league. Strong winning tradition there. A lot of teams have taken a lot from the Spurs organization, and he's been there as a player, he's been there as a coach, and, obviously as assistant GM. So I think he has a wealth of knowledge on how they do things there, and I'm sure he's going to try to implement some of those things here. And I'm looking forward to sitting down and talking to him. But he comes with a wealth of winning experience, and I'm looking forward to spending some time with him.
For what you guys have to do on the court, you guys are among the tops in the league in the jump between your points per game prior to February as opposed to the month of February heading into the break. What's the emphasis now as you guys take a break, come back with essentially the same group of guys, but a few new faces looking to add with these younger players?
Our focus and our philosophy is not going to change that much. Obviously, we want to see some guys get on the floor and get some quality minutes, but the pace is still going to be one that we want to push the tempo. Obviously, the ball moving around helps our other players on the floor. I think you guys have noted that Joe has played a lot better with this type of pace, and he seems to enjoy having the ball in his hands a lot more. So we're going to continue to do that. Brooke is still going to touch the ball in the post, but we're just going to have to do it in a variety of ways. But our objective is still try to play a little faster, and we're going to concentrate on that. But defensively, we still have work to do there, and pick and roll has always been our biggest problem. So we continue to work on that and try to find ways to best keep our guys near the basket and not get extended out on the floor. So we have a lot of things that we can work on in the second half of the season.
This isn't an exact quote, but I'm paraphrasing. You said with the regime change or coaching change, you have the players kind of have an audition, I guess, over the second half of the year to show what they can do, to show you what they can do, show the club what they can do. Do you take that the same way for yourself now that you know who your boss, your immediate boss, is going to be going forward?
Look, I'm happy for Sean that he's got an opportunity to run a team. But for me, it doesn't change, even though he's going to be monitoring what we're doing the second half of the season. It's not just an audition for Sean. I mean, a lot of teams are looking and seeing how I'm doing it in this position. So it's a resume type deal here. If I can run a team and run it successfully, obviously the record's not going to be what you want, but I'm in a position where I can help improve players on this team, and that's kind of where my focus is going to be. We got some young guys that are going to be getting minutes, and if I can help improve their play over this period of time of the season, I think that would be a plus and a feather in my cap. So my approach is still going to be the same. Just trying to keep it entertaining out there, have these guys get up and down the floor, have some fun. But as far as auditioning for the job, I'll leave that up to them. I'm not going to make that a big emphasis on my part.
With Chris McCullough, before the break, he had said that he was at about 14 minutes a game. Does that change at all now going forward? And just in general, what do you want to see in terms of his progression? Is he going to have a little bit more put on him going forward?
That is something I haven't really got a hardcore number on as far as his time on the floor. Obviously, we want to be cautious with him. But he'll get a chance to increase his minutes as long as he's healthy and the training staff gives him the green light. I would think that he played more minutes. But again, starting out, I think we're still going to be a little cautious with him. And going forward, I would hope that the minutes will increase.
Coach, the last few games before the break, we saw some of Markel's best games. What's key for him to be able to sustain that for you guys?
Well, I think his confidence level has been high. Seeing the ball go through the hoop is always a plus. But I think more than anything, he's been more aggressive than he has since he's been here. We're putting him in positions where he can attack, whether it be pick and roll or somebody's closing out hard on him, he can put the ball on the deck and get into the middle of the floor. Those things he seemed to be flourishing at, and I would hope he continue that. But, obviously the shot making is nice to see him not only just make shots, but recognize where the shots are coming from. And, over the time, he's been good at that, so hopefully he can continue to do that.